But what do you think? How much of a difference does it make that this was a white kid at an HBCU? Now, of course, had he been black, yeah, he still would have gotten criticized. But you think it's worse because he's white?
To a certain degree, yes. Because this is a kid that really didn't have a lot of. It'd have been different if he would have had some big plays throughout the season. I don't know how many catches he had, two, three, five. I don't know how many catches he had during the season. But again, there's a human. We're all human, and I mean, I know we've had coaches that says, "Hey, the ball hit you in the hand, catch it." But I know I'm one of the first ones to say that when I'm watching a pro game, because I see Deontay Johnson dropping passes all the time, and it makes me want to just fly to Pittsburgh and whoop his ass. But the bottom line of it is that I mean, there is a human aspect to the game. We're not perfect, so these kind of things happen. Um, it's unfortunate for him. It was a moment where I know the kid was probably happy to see the ball coming his way. He may have been nervous, and he dropped the pass. I mean, sometimes you could get so open and you like, damn, I can't believe I'm open. And you take your eye off the ball and boom, it drops. So there is a human aspect to this. But yeah, I think the fact that he is going to an HBCU and he happens to be white, he's catching hell. But I think if he would have been black, he would have caught hell because of the situation and the magnitude of the game. I think if it had been a black kid, he'd gotten death threats simply because this was Deion's last game. The game was just super hyped up since Jackson State was undefeated coming into the game. Prime's last game. It was so much riding on this. And, being on the big stage, being in Atlanta, man, I mean, everybody's watching. You're on ABC, ESPN, whatever channel was on. Bottom line of it is this game was hyped up. And there were a lot of people across the country looking at this game. I don't know what the actual Nielsen ratings were, but it was a hyped up game. So, again, yeah, maybe because he's going to an HBCU, he got a little bit more than what he should have. And people should know they shouldn't do this kind of stuff, regardless to whether it's college or pros. Because Neil O'Donnell got it when he threw those interceptions in Dallas in the Super Bowl. Again, people need to understand and realize that we are human and we're not perfect. So they're taking it way too far, especially with social media being out there. People don't need to take it that far.
Yeah, I think they took it way too far now. As far as his stats, he had 2 catches for 8 yards, I believe, on the season. No catches in 2021, 2 catches in 2020. He is a junior. And as far as the ratings go, the game was on ABC. It averaged 2.4 million people, and which was higher than 2 of the bowl games that were on Saturday.
This guy is a kid, or he's a kid under us. And if it was a black kid at a white school, or as a black kid on Princeton or Yale or something like that, and they did him like that, it'd be people marching everywhere. You see what I'm saying? So when it's happening on the other end, we can't ignore it and act like it's all right for it to happen. We all sports fans, we all want to see our team win, but you got to put yourself in the position of that kid. It ain't like, well, Marvin Harrison Jr. dropped the pass or something. He gonna go into the NFL. He gonna be fine. His daddy rich. He got everything going for himself. He gonna recover from that. But you got a kid that, like they say, he got some family issues. He come up there and he want to be welcomed in, and pretty much he probably was welcome, but he made a mistake on a big stage. Like, hey, that was an easy pass to catch, but you throw it to me, and I'm playing in Ohio State or Michigan Stadium. I may drop it in front of all them people too. You know what I'm saying? So it happens, but people got to realize they could have tied the game. Yeah, they could have went for 2 and tried to win it or something, but who's to say that would have happened? But it was a good game. He made a mistake, and they should just leave it at that. See, you can be mad with a guy, but all this name calling and talking about he was planted there and all this kind of stuff is just ridiculous.
Roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. Roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. Roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. Roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.